Just had a thought, man. I wanted to share. Uh-oh. You all right?
Sorry.
So look, don't be mad at nobody. That's 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 the title. Don't be mad at no one. Don't racist people. Don't be mad at them. You got to be mad at their parents. You got to be mad at anybody that's flawed. You got to look deep into their bloodline to understand why they flawed. So don't be mad at them. And I tell you, you got to tell them that too. Sometimes you got to tell them, look, man, I'm not mad at you. I'm upset with your parents. I'm upset with how you was raised. But see, that's the thing though. Like haters, people that's hateful, they get mad when you speak on that hate that they got, because you know what, they associate that hate with somebody that they love because they learned that from somewhere. So the people that they love showed them that hate. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for people to deal with the hate that they was shown, because to them it's associated with the people that they love the most. See what I'm saying? So, racist people, for instance, they was shown that by their racist parents. And in their mind, when you go against their racism, you going against their parents. See what I'm saying? So it's deep, man. This hate that people got, like you see it right now with Trump in office. He learned how to act like that from somewhere. People that got that deep seated hate in them, they learn that from people that they love, from an early age. And it's hard for them to deal with it, because a lot of times they don't even know, they don't even remember when they was shown the hate. It's that it go back that far, So it's just like if you got a son, you put a basketball in their hand so early, they don't even know when they start playing basketball. That's the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you showing, as a father, you showing your son something that you love, something that's constructive. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people show their kids hate. I look like Sungoon from in hyphen. I don't. What's up, Ruben? Salane, I don't know who Sungoon is, man. Hit me the Sungoon, bro. Flex your muscles. Ah, man, I need to work out, bro. That's actually on my agenda. Search it up. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, man. Sungoon. Okay, I got you, Sungoon from in hyphen. Am I saying it right? In hyphen? I don't know. But yeah, man, I just wanted to put this out there, man. Like, whatever if you was taught
Don't tell me what time it is.
something hateful from a very young age, you're going to associate that hate with the people that, that in your mind you love them the most, your parents, you know what I'm saying? But if you was shown love of something constructive, like I showed my son music before he was, 2, 3, 4 years old. He don't even remember when he made his first beat. And now he a professional musician. So that's just an example. You show your kids hate and, racism, what they're going to, okay, I said it right, bet. What they're going to do when they get older, they're going to be so, like, they're not even going to know when they was shown that. So that's why I said, man, like with Trump, for instance, that's why I like do a lot of history. I do a lot of history lessons on like Hitler, learn about his parents, where he come from, you know what I'm saying, and his siblings, his mother, and just try to find out a little bit about them to find out where he got that from. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody raised theyself. You see what I'm saying? Nobody raised theyself. We're all shown things, man. And these monsters that we see out here, even today, you know what I'm saying? There's so many monsters. You got to delve into their background. The one thing I can say, man, like in our culture, the black culture, here in America, um, people like to act like we raise ourselves when we fuck up. They don't want to go into our background too much. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to, I notice a lot of things like with these white serial killers, for instance, man. They like to explain, you know, try to basically almost try to make it make sense so you can digest it, where it come from, why this, and their mother was like this. They like to give you a bunch of explanations. But in our culture, when somebody mess up, man, they try to make it like you raised yourself. You ain't had no parents. Um, everything you learned was from you. Like you taught yourself everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's that double standard, man. Like the most heinous crimes that white people commit, they like to explain this shit away. Like, oh, well, maybe it's because of this. Maybe, they do documentaries and movies about them, right? So they basically try to monetize that hate. This culture built on monetizing these white folks' hate. In our culture, for instance, somebody do something heinous, man, it's a 5-minute clip, you know what I'm saying, or 5-second clip, if that, and basically try to that's just what they do. They try to make it like that's all of us, like a blanket, right? They don't want to break it down as an individual. All these serial killers, all these white serial killers, they try to break it down individually. They don't want us to think like, well, no, maybe it's a pattern here. Maybe, all their parents was teaching them all the same things at the same time. And they all learned, what I'm saying, learned from their parents. And their parents learned from their parents. So that's the thing, man. Like, when we start talking about how anybody act, they learn that from somewhere. They learn that from somewhere. They didn't just, you know. So in our culture, especially, we learn. It's just, it is sad that a lot of our people teach our kids bullshit, But in this culture, American culture, a whole lot of it, especially on the white and black side, and it obviously it's spread it to the Asians and Mexicans too. You know what I'm saying? This country built on bullshit. So, you know, whether, it don't matter what country you come from. Just wait a couple generations, you know what I'm saying? They'll be with the bullshit too, you know what I'm saying? And just you really gotta be actively going against, especially, when you got kids, showing your kids BS, man. You really gotta be actively exposing them to good stuff, and basically just combating that, you know what I'm saying? It is a trend. It seems to be the trend. I know me growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was like Gladiator, like we was raised to fight. We was raised to fight. But I mean, I always was like a thinker. So I always kind of figured like all the big tough guys was really weak. You know what I'm saying? So, even though my dad taught us to fight, at a certain age, I said, you know what? I don't think I need to be fighting these guys. Like I kind of could see where they gonna be at, and let me just use my mind and beat them with my intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I actively did, and we just gotta break away from sometimes from what we shown. You know what I'm saying? Like even though somebody show you something, your parents may show you something, don't mean that you know what I'm saying, gotta follow right behind it. You got your own mind. You know what I'm saying? You could change how, you know what I'm saying, you can change the direction that you was raised to be in. You don't have to be hateful if your parents are trying to show you hate. You know what I'm saying? You can create your own, you know, your own lane and do something that no one else has done in your family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to share that, man. Oh, and I was inspired. This thought was inspired by Nino Brown. I was just watching. I watched Nino Brown, man. He a real dude, man. I like him. He put a video up recently saying, "You was raised by haters. You was raised by haters. That's why you a hater." And that's real. So I wanted to expand on that, you know what I'm saying, and relate that to like racism and, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we really affected by right now. You know, the hate that Trump was raised with, it can affect the whole world right now. You know, with Iran and everything that's going on, man. And the hate that the leaders of that country was raised with, you know, Netanyahu, you know, like he obviously was raised wrong. Something was happening. You know, you could look at Netanyahu and tell he was raised in like that post, you know, right after World War II. So you know what I'm saying? You can only imagine. He probably lost family members. You feel me? And I ain't trying to explain nothing away like I was just saying, but just try to understand it to the point where you know, like, oh, this shit didn't originate with him. You know what I'm saying? Like this, he got a long history of that. Or, you know, he was raised like that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to digest. It ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? By any means. It ain't never no excuse. So, yeah, man. I'm about to be out signing off for the night, man. Like and share my video, man. Like and share my video, man. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because I'm doing this every day. I done told y'all. All right, one.